Good evening. Today is Wednesday, July the 30th, 2025. This is a special session of the School Board Trustees of School City of East Chicago. The time now is 7:50. Thank you.
Thank you.
The place is the School City of East Chicago Administration Building, 1401 East 144th Street in East Chicago, Indiana. This is also being shown via live stream at www.scec.k12.in.us. This is a meeting of the school board and the public for the purpose of conducting the schools corporation business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez.
Present.
Trustee Smith.
Present.
Trustee Rodriguez.
Present.
Trustee Taylor.
Present.
Madam President Gibson King.
Present. And now we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we have our mission statement by our Superintendent, Dr. Bonet.
Good evening. Our mission: the School City of East Chicago educates and empowers every student through aligned instruction, meaningful partnerships, and differentiated practices to ensure success in life, college, career, and civic engagement.
Thank you. The approval of the agenda. Are there any comments from the public? Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve 2.01.
Motion made by trustee Gomez, second by trustee Taylor. Are there any comments from the board?
Madam President, trustee
Trustee
Rodriguez.
I'm sorry, trustee Gomez.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, I'm sorry, trustee Rodriguez. Maybe I looked down there. Okay, are there any comments from the board? Madam Secretary, roll call.
Trustee Gomez.
Yes.
Trustee Smith. Trustee Rodriguez.
Yes.
Trustee Taylor.
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King.
Yes. Now we're going to new business, the approval of the personnel report. Are there any comments from the public? May I get a motion for approval of the, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Monroe? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Kenny Coach Monroe, 3831 Ivy Street on the personnel report. We had a in-house scrimmage yesterday, and we had over 60 people out there to see their kids because of things that we are doing with them, the changes that we're doing with them. And I didn't see nobody out there. 60 kids at a scrimmage, 60 parents or more at the stadium to see their kids. We don't get that many at a game. So that means something is being done right with the football. But once again, here we go, failing the kids because of what you're doing about a gentleman that's scot-free. You haven't investigated nobody like that since I know. Y'all act like he Al Capone or somebody. You guys are failing the kids. And if I had to start getting some of these parents up here on myself, I'll fill this sucker up. Because it's not correct, and most of y'all being tricked by one person. Use your own head. Don't fail the kids.
Are there any more comments from the audience? Can I get a motion to approve personnel report?
Madam President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the personnel report with the removal of line item 5 and line item 39.
Second.
Second by trustee, made by trustee Rodriguez. Okay, can I get a, is there anything that the board would like to say? Okay, Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez.
Yes.
Trustee Smith.
No.
Trustee Rodriguez.
Yes.
Trustee Taylor.
No.
Madam President Gibson King.
Oh, no.
No.
So. Okay,
Madam President?
yes.
So the question then would be, is there a motion to consider the personnel report in some other form?
Some other form, yes. So can you get a motion to approve it in some other form then? Is that-
And I only say it that way because I don't want to make the trustees' motion for them. You make it how you want, but that's what the president would entertain as a motion to approve the personnel report as it's presented on the agenda or in some other form.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the report as it is on the agenda.
Motion made by trustee Taylor,
I'll second that motion.
second by trustee Rodriguez. Madam Secretary, roll call.
Trustee Gomez?
No.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King.
Yes. Now, can we, let's see. So we're going to go now to the public forum?
Yes.
Yes.
Good evening. The first person on our sheet here is Mr. Tom Feltz.
And as you're walking to the podium, everyone who signed up today, if you could please state your name and your address. Your comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Please be respectful of the audience, the staff, and the board members, and refrain from discussing any individual personnel matters. Thank you.
Tom Feltz, teacher at East Chicago Central. I came here today because I was asked by the union to ask why, when we are promised insurance, we don't get covered, and that the coverage does not take care of our needs, that when we talk and ask questions, we are told one thing and then we find another, that we are left with bills that are not being paid, that are now having to come out of what little retirement I have. And also that you spent a lot of time promoting a McKinley-Vento student that I took to school. I was promised pay to take that child. I did not receive anything. I filled out an I-9. It was nothing ever happened from it. I was told I had medical and dental and vision. I had dental work the other day. I didn't have it done until after I was pre-approved. I got another phone call that said I did not have insurance. I called the HR office. They said that, oh, it's a bundle. I don't understand how 3 competing companies can be a bundle. I fell in your building because it was so humid, my foot stuck to the floor. I sustained a damage to my prosthetic leg, over $6,000, which has all come out of my pocket, and I feel it is all very wrong. And when I talked to your representative for Workman's Comp, he asked the question, well, how do I know you didn't have a heart attack and fall? And I responded to him, well, I have a pacemaker that's Bluetooth to my doctor, so I think I would have known. I am leaving East Chicago. I am resigning. I am retiring because I can no longer work under these conditions. I can no longer afford to work under these conditions. I can no longer tolerate not being, that all the work I do is not being applauded. And I will tell you right now that there will be a lot of very, very angry students and parents when they find this out.
What's your name? You say your name is what now, Mr. Phelps? Tom Phelps? Yes.
Math department, Central, 40 years as a teacher, 2 master's degrees.
Okay, we're going to have you to wait and talk to our attorney, if you don't mind. And let me apologize, the whole board, we want to just apologize. We had no idea that you all were waiting out there to come in. So I'm always apologize for the board. No, we didn't know. Oh, yeah, the next person. Helen?
Ms. Helen Steinbach.
Oh,
Good evening, Helen Steinbach, 5207 East 73rd Avenue, Maryville, Indiana. I did ask Mr. Feltz to come tonight because he did send a letter to all of you. He also included Dr. Bornay. I know I'm not supposed to mention names, I'm sorry. But I thought it was important that he come and say what he needed to say. I know he's moving on, but it's going to be a big loss, along with some of the other teachers that are on this personnel report. I'm also concerned about the HVAC system. I know at the last board meeting, the CFO said that a contractor had been secured and that the HVAC was getting fixed, but I'm hearing that that's not happening, and I want to know what our backup plan is going to be. And are we relaxing dress codes, and are teachers going to have what they need to be comfortable in their classrooms? And are you having parent university at the high school on Saturday? Because I'm hearing it's not going to be ready. So I'm very concerned about all of those issues that affect our students. And I think that although I know that we received some notification yesterday from the superintendent, I don't think that it's going to be ready. So.
Thank you.
thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Aaron Dunsell.
Hello, Aaron Dunsell, 3668 Walsh Street, Portage. I am also here on behalf of Central High School. I'm a teacher at Central High School, and I'm here on behalf of my fellow staff members as well as Central High School students, with also wanting to ask regarding the HVAC situation. There seems to be some kind of a disconnect between perhaps what district administration believe and what everyone else seems to be seeing, who are working in the buildings and around the buildings, because everyone seems very sure that it is not going to be possible for the HVAC to be functioning properly by the start of school. It seems to be just an impossibility with where we stand based on eyes and ears around the building. But there's not a real clear communication happening out to the district, whether it be district emails to staff members or whether it be out to students on the website. What little we've heard, such as a recent welcome back letter, sort of spoke of it as if it were a done deal. Like, you know, we're happy that the HVAC has been worked on, but it doesn't seem to be a done deal in that it does not seem to be functioning properly still. So I would just strongly request clear communication, and speaking about it at a board meeting is nice, but there's a lot of people who don't have the time or the opportunity to watch these board meetings or to attend these board meetings. And so people whose lives daily are affected by this issue may not be aware even of the little communication that happens at these meetings. They may not be aware of it at all if you don't send out an email or post something on the district page, you know, something like that. Just that would go a long way towards clear communication. Here's what's happening, here's a proposed date, with just clear, truthful, direct answers so that we can realistically know, are we coming to a hot building on August 6th? Are students coming to a hot building that following week? Or what's happening with that? So I would just really strongly request that we could get some clear communication on that so that we can realistically know what to expect, because there seems to be some sort of disconnect there. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Ms. Deborah Williams.
Good evening. My name is Deborah Williams, 2114 Cardinal Drive, East Chicago, Indiana. I'm one of the directors, vice president of Top 20 Inc. We are anticipating, but we need to hear something about where things are, status for Top 20. And we do clearly understand about budgets and cuts regarding our state education issues. But we need some communication as soon as possible. We have some young people, 7 by the way, 3 that have degrees and dance all over the country. Some dance out of the country, but they are waiting, so to speak, to hear from us as to where we're going, if they should anticipate working with our program. God bless everybody.
Thank you. And last, we have Mr. Coach Kenny Monroe.
Coach Monroe, 3831 Ivy Street. I want to applaud you all for looking out for the kids. I want to say thank you from the kids and the parents to not fail these kids because things are going good. Instead of out there taking pictures and saying you've been there and you've just been around, you need to come out and see what's being done up in these schools instead of hearing different things from other people. Now, I'm getting ready to say something that God won't let me let it go. Mercedes, you have my condolences. Thank you. And this is for Trustee Gomez. When a young lady tells you about not having a meeting and you push her father to the side like the show must be go on, exactly what you said. And I'm quite sure the rest of trustees saw it. And nobody had no balls to say nothing to him. Disrespect your trustee, your friend, if she's your friend, and you just let him go as a loose cannon. But what goes around comes around. And all our parents are going to leave pretty soon, or if they're not gone. But to disrespect your colleague like that and tell her the show must go on like it doesn't matter about her dad. She just lost her damn mom. You have no respect, Jesse Gomez. None. I'm sorry, God wouldn't let me let it go.
Thank you. Thank you, and that concludes our remarks.
Yes, okay. So I'm sorry. Oh, boy. Well, if we all could just take a time to breathe and exhale and, oh, let's give a moment of silence for our colleague, Mercedes Taylor. And then we thank you all. So, I don't think anybody wanted to speak. Any trustees want to say anything? Dr. Burnett, you have anything to say?
I do want,
I'm sorry, I'll wait to superintendent. Would you like, I can
Yeah.
go first.
Go.
Mr. Feltz, read your email. Very disappointing to hear the way you've been treated as an employee for 40 years. I know that you've done a lot for our kids. I can only speak for myself here that it was really discouraging to read how you'd been treated by this administration. Likewise, Aaron, I appreciate what you do for our kids as well. And Helen, I know that you do what you can for our kids as well. The stories I hear are very similar to the stories that you've shared with us today, that our schools may not be ready, and it's been a big concern. The person who's supposed to be leading the charge for that is not in district, and so it seems like we're rudderless right now in terms of getting our schools prepared for our students and our staff. So not sure what can be done. Certainly time will tell, but I attended a few festivals over this weekend, and at each one of the festivals, I was approached by a school district employee sharing the very same concerns that you have. I certainly hope that it's not what it's going to be, but it seems over and over that the common theme that our schools are this close to not opening, and in some cases to a conversation of how we may actually enter e-learning for some period of time in some cases. That's not the way to start a school year. To me, poor planning, poor follow-up, and this is what you get. So best of luck to you in this coming school year. And best of luck to you in your retirement.
You want to say something, trustee Smith?
Yeah, I do. I had a chance to meet you, and I fell in love with you because you're a sweetheart. You're a caring man. And the things that I know that you've done for some of our children, you've taken the time out of your life, you've taken them to college, you've paid for registrations, you paid for missions, you've taken, and your wife and yourself took them and made sure that those children had everything they needed for their first year college. And you and I had kind of built a relationship because of your kind heart, even though we sat out in the sun all day talking, but anyway. But I appreciate you. And I just want to say, I pray God's blessings upon you for everything that you've done.
Yeah.
Because, what we fail to realize is this whole thing is really, I'm going to be honest, it's texting because we say we're about our children, but we're really not. It's about an adult thing. And until we get to that point where it's about our children, I don't care if we disagree, we agree to disagree. But we have to come to a common ground. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And things, our community, we are unique. And everybody in Northwest Indiana knows that we are very unique. But we also are very caring. And to let people, I'll say persons, divide us. If we come together as one, we could be a powerful, powerful district. We have to stop letting, I'm going to say this, we got to stop letting Satan, demonic spirits, deceitfulness, backbiting, disrupt the solution as opposed to helping, that's helping the problem as opposed to helping us with the solution. And until, and I'm going to say this, until this board might be out of terms, get the balls to stand up and be what we were elected to be about, we're going to continue to fail. And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I let that happen. I did not waste 6 years of my life coming into a meeting every other day and getting not a damn thing accomplished. We're losing teachers. We're losing good people. We've lost teachers. We have no structure because guess what? We as a board can't get it together. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Until we take a look in the mirror and see what we are about, what our mission is. Every one of us here has a mission. And if we come together, Mercedes, Trustee Taylor might be good at keeping notes and administrative. President Gibson, now everybody knows she's an investigator and she's tried to keep everything together, whatever. You all know I'm just all over the place. I'm just very outspoken. I have no filter. I just say what I gotta say. Trustee Gilbert, you could do better. I've asked you to watch your mouth and how you say things, because when you say things, you penetrate their heart. It might not bother you, so that lets me know that you're heartless. because you can't say things to people and then think it rolls off their back. It's not, you can't put everything on Facebook because it reaches, that's why it's called World Wide Web. It reaches. So you have to be very careful what you say on Facebook and to whom you say it. It might be your opinion, but everybody else does not agree with that. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not disliking you. I'm just telling you, when I look in the mirror at myself, I'm my own person to know when I made a mistake. And I'm big enough and woman enough to tell you, if I said something, I'm sorry. I apologize. But this behavior on this Facebook, we have been humiliated and you ran from that. We have been humiliated. We have to answer for everything that you do. We have to answer for that because you won't stand up for yourself. But we have to be the ones that get ridiculed, phone calls. Why you all letting them be on there? Be a man and do what God tells you to do. If not, then be the devil's advocate. And I'm not done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Grow up. Get Jesus in your life. Out of it.
Dr. Barnett, do you have anything that you want to say?
Yes, thank you, President Gibson King. Thank you to our school board for passing our personnel report. I'm sure there are some follow-up actions we will work with our Human Resources Office. Secondly, thank you for our community members and staff members who came out. I did share with the board this afternoon in my midweek update regarding the status of our buildings. I will also have a communication to our staff for tomorrow as well. We are meeting with the HVAC providers, those servicemen, and I will share that update with the board in addition to the staff. And once again, thank you again.
Thank you. And I want to wish you well, Mr. Phelps, but you're going to stay here and talk with our attorney, right?
Yes, I'll say two.
Okay. I'm sorry, Trustee Rodriguez.
Yeah, I just want to say that I did have an opportunity to meet Mr. Feltz last year. But more importantly, I believe it was the top 20 where a student actually commended him for his over and beyond the scope of work of what he does as far as his teaching. So I want to commend you for that. I do want to say that, I give my condolence to you, Mercedes, because it's really hard to lose just one parent, but to lose both of them in the same year, it's devastating. And I just want you to know that we're here for you. You can call me anytime and just let me know if you need anything, okay? As it pertains to what's going on at the White House, I do want to share this one article with you that was given to me on Tuesday. And this is reporting that the White House plans to introduce another recession package, which will include cuts to the education funding. I believe the last one was over $7 million. This initiative is a key component to the second Trump administration's border effort to reform the education system. In March, again, he signed an executive order authorizing Secretary of Education Linda McMahon to begin dismantling the Department of Education, a process that has already resulted in the layoffs of over 1,300 professionals, like teachers and just professionals. The details of the upcoming rescissions package remains unclear, and as does it timely in the White House, it recesses until September. So though it will include reductions in other spendings as well, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, James Blair, stated on Friday that the package is expected to come out soon. Citing the ongoing discussions with senators involved in the appropriation process, this move follows Congress approval last week of President Trump's rescission package, which cut over $9.4 billion from National Public Radio, corporations for public broadcasting, as well as foreign aid programs. So we are going to see a second round of what's happening in terms of public education. And like I said before, it's important for us to really get our community involved because it's going to affect them, more importantly. We, as a board, we have to do what we have to do to tighten our belts and making sure that that we can continue to survive each year. But these are unexpected cuts, and they're so spontaneous that we don't know what's going to happen. So it's important for us to really get together and to really engage in some of these discussions, and hopefully we'll get a more clearer view as of 2026 comes around, as well as the end of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Rodriguez. Well, this concludes our meeting. The next meeting that we'll have will be August the 12th, here at the Administration Building at 6 o'clock. Can I get an adjournment of the meeting, please?
Madam President, make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion made by trustee Rodriguez, second by trustee Taylor. Madam Secretary, roll call.
Trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Smith, trustee Rodriguez, trustee Taylor,
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King.
Yes.